What up, peeps? Welcome to the Kisscapades podcast. I'm your host, John Telewa, aka the Kiss Bandit. And in this show, we explore the key elements that shape our fulfilling existence, from health and well-being to financial success, meaningful relationships, and the pursuit of happiness. We cover it all. Our guests include experts, professionals, and everyday individuals who have remarkable stories to tell. Tune in to learn practical tips, gain valuable insights, and discover strategies for personal growth and transformation. Whether you're seeking to improve your health, build your wealth, enhance relationships, or find lasting happiness, we got you covered. Welcome to today's episode. What do you think of that intro?
Hey. Interesting people with interesting stories gathered right here at the kisscapades
Yes.
hosted by your one and only, the four-eyed monster, the Kiss Bandit. How you doing?
Oh, nice to have you back, bro. Nice to have you back.
Yeah, it's about time. You needed a little bit of boost of energy.
Yo.
I heard you calling.
Yeah, man, it's been... I know we were supposed to do this a long time ago.
Go ahead and apologize.
My apologies, first of all.
I love that apology. One more time.
I'm sorry.
We understand.
But we're finally back.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just good to see you doing like big things every day.
Exactly.
But let's just have you do your introduction, what you do before we jump into the podcast.
Well, how are you doing? Yes, you who's actually consuming my breath through your eardrums or even viewing me right now on YouTube. I am SimonSays, the guy who makes content that makes you smile and think at the same time. And although at the same time, I also even help people out. Business people. Yes, you guys who make business, who make that a lot of online money and all that stuff. I help you make content that actually helps you grow your business. That's me, my creative mind, and I give you a burst of energy straight into your ears.
Yes. Oh, no, that intro is hardcore.
I got it, but you have to know how to introduce yourself.
No, that's how you sell yourself though, right?
Yes. Yeah, you have, even I would say that's how you sell yourself even to even a lady, even to whoever it is, even to even your being amongst even your fellow men. How do you introduce yourself says a lot about who you actually are. Even to what extent do you believe in yourself? Because people who started in your intro, now I question, do you even know yourself?
No, at times, there's nothing wrong with the starter, man. Let's start with that. Because I personally have it. I do have it.
No, not starter.
And I remember there's somebody who was saying, like, listen, if you're trying, Andrew Tate says that, you should not stutter or anything. That's how you talk.
Oh, me?
Yeah, just
I
like
talk like Andrew Tate.
Yeah.
I'm not toxic.
But there's another guy who is also saying that, at times even just stuttering, doing the that's just a normal thing for some people.
Yes, it is. Even I don't mind about stuttering. There's a way that you can actually speak with certainty. Speaking with certainty goes a long way.
Okay, well,
we're not recording the whole freaking time.
No, we are recording. This is backup audio. We're good.
You just press the red button. But anyway, yes, I mean, speaking with certainty, as we were saying, the main thing is that when you actually speak with certainty, even people believe in you a little bit more.
True.
Yeah. Don't you think even you have a level that you speak with certainty?
I can tell you like people who speak like you though.
Now when you okay.
Can I tell you?
Okay.
An example. Conmen.
Yes.
Pastors. Yeah.
Politicians.
Confidence. No starter or anything.
Yeah. Politicians.
And what happens?
And they win over people to their side.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Whether it's for good or for evil, that's upon you.
Oh yeah. No, true. But they do know how to sell themselves. That's actually true. So it's a strategy. But you're not one. I'm just saying,
I don't take it.
It comes actually like a plus for anybody who's, has that in their personality, but not everybody has that. And for anybody who watches your videos, they'll notice like your burst of energy. Yes,
and I've realized that that's something that you must channel properly. Having energy is not important on it. Like, people, it can have a lot of energy, but it being annoying. Ladies, you know how that guy can actually come up on you and say, hey, how you doing? All this yo gang, what's up? All that. Like, them. They approach you with so much energy. Yeah. You're like, that's not controlled energy. Controlled energy is where the power is. You have a lot of energy, but you know how to control it and facilitate it.
How does that work out for like your clients? Because now we're going towards you. We're talking about you being a digital
marketing instructor, consultant,
strategist.
Yeah.
What would be one label that you'd put yourself under?
One label.
If you were to pick like content, consultant, strategist,
I would say content creator first. Then now I do it also for business people. Then I guide people with business, because I first create content. That's the base in which establishes my credibility. Then through that process, I'm able to now teach business people how they can actually now create that content. Because something I've also realized is this: just because you create content does not mean you can teach others how to create that content.
You mean to tell me all these people I'm seeing on TikTok doing this, that's not the right thing they're doing?
No, they can. Just because you create content does not mean you know how to have the patience and ability to actually listen and guide someone to actually how they can create that content for themselves. You see, now, I can't teach you how to create energizing content. That's not you.
I mean, it's impossible.
That's the...
It's
You're
impossible.
retired.
No, for you, you're like, that's just in you. That's just a natural way you kick. You hit the record button and you're like...
Yeah. You got to also even now think, does this person even like being on video?
Yeah.
Does this person, now when you go further, cool, this person does not like being on video. How do you adjust and now make pieces of content that actually now benefits them and their business, specifically now what towards their goals?
Don't you think like right now, unfortunately, even after you've said that, unfortunately, even those antisocial people, they have to force themselves to be online to sell themselves. Do you think it's possible right now without personal branding to actually
run a successful business?
Not really just a business that requires you to be online.
Wait, a business that... But let me see the sense of what you just said.
Personal. Okay, isn't it easier? That's why you see like even CEOs, let's say like the late CK, the easiest way he'd connect now to the masses, because, this is somebody who's doing like board meetings and everything.
Even Elon.
He started doing, exactly. They
Direct.
start doing like short YouTube clips and stuff, but they're putting themselves out there every other time so that like they have that personal connection with either their consumers. Even if you're not, I've never bought a Tesla, but I can afford a Dogecoin.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. There it is. Yeah,
but it's just because of how cool he is, and he talks about so many different things. He has beautiful women, a lot of children.
It goes either way.
Yeah.
It goes either way. It can go positive or even go negative, because at the same time, what even is smart is when you actually build a big persona where everybody knows you, sometimes even detaching your name from it, nobody even knows, it's sometimes even a better thing. So that now even it runs with or without you. Because now it can become volatile.
Kind of like, give me an example, because I think I even have that question here. And the question was...
this guy has notes.
What's a unique success story where a company or personal brand achieved remarkable results through strategic like digital marketing or just putting themselves out there?
Now, that's now successfully, like they did that properly.
Yeah, like an example of somebody you can say... And you can put like a comparison of somebody who didn't put themselves out there, but the shit is still running proper.
Their stuff is running. Okay, well, one thing I would even say is, okay, let me try to even use a Kenyan one. Let me see a Kenyan example.
Is there a Kenyan one?
There, for example, yes, businesses that have actually put themselves out there. There's these guys who do this.
I would like to hear this.
Yes, yes.
Give me a name.
Yes, there's this leather company. They're the guys who's, I don't know, you know them?
There's a reason why you can't remember their name.
No, no, I've not.
I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying. You see, like you're looking at me. I don't have the answer. I do not know them.
This other company, they put themselves out there on social. They've done really well in Kenya, but the primary thing is.
What's her name?
I can't remember something. Okay, let's use home.
Let's use home.
Home Kenya. Let's use home, okay?
Yeah.
For example, home is doing really good. For example, apparel, you see it out there. Then, of course, they use even personas. You see Kamenegoro. You see various superstars where real. So you see it on their pages. That's the angle of like they would actually even use. Then you see even the owner, the young guy who's actually there, even doing various interviews just once in a while. He doesn't do it over.
I actually don't know the owner.
He's like a young guy. He's a guy, yeah. I don't even think he's in his 30s.
Nice.
And he's at the same time, if he's only seen one interview, and I don't even think it was mainstream media. It was like a podcast or something like that. It was just one. And at the same time now, with that, what he does is then he leveraged now, not only even building that personal brand, now he went in with that. The reason he did that interview is because of the young entrepreneurs, that whole sort of thing.
No, you're supposed to be a professional. Where's the mic?
It's right here.
Why are you leaving? Why are you leaving? You can just move it to where you...
Oh, find it. He likes putting things near my mouth. Now look at you. You like putting things right next to my mouth. That's what you like doing. That's what you love doing. This is who you become.
No.
This is who you become.
My apologies. My apologies.
No, but that's one example.
Yeah.
And then now,
but you see, that's and I'll tell you even why. When you come up with that example, you'll see he's put people's personas
yes,
attached to that to be able to sell the brand. So it still comes down to personal branding. Because when
Yes.
you mention people like Avril, Kamene, and who else, any name that you throw out there, there's specific people I use because of their persona.
here's now the thing. When your brand is associated with, now, for example, let me even use one for example. Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
If he was caught with like a big scandal,
Yeah.
something very tragic, or and he was convicted, all right? Air Jordan is associated with Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Now that in itself, there will be a decrease in value of
Never.
that. No, there will be a decrease.
Jordans?
Yes, there will be a decrease.
We'll buy more. I'll buy 10 pairs.
Yeah, because you support very bad people. And
No.
that's why I'm here. And
I actually didn't think that.
Yes, it's okay. I'm okay with you like that.
Okay.
No, you support evilness. That's good. Bravo to you.
I get you.
Yeah, and that will actually harm. If Elon Musk's moves actually affects Tesla.
Yeah.
His moves actually affects Tesla. So hence, it goes by his mood swings.
Yeah.
If he chooses not to tweet for a while, it just goes normal business. But it's something good, he tweets, everybody likes it, boom, it goes up a little bit. But then something bad, he tweets against some people, it goes down. Now I'm talking about that fluctuation in itself is now what can cause what you call instability within the business. Now when it comes to when you are now the face of that now particular thing, and that's what can happen. Now if you are now categorized now, Kevin Hart is associated with a particular outlet. If Kevin Hart messes up on something, that particular thing, yes, it affects that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just interesting to know just some of these little things and how we're supposed to maneuver, like towards 2023 to the future and everyone. You see people getting cancelled left, right, and center when people are being asked, like, what's your definition of a woman? And everyone's like, no.
Oh, that's simple.
What's a woman, by the way?
A woman? It's me.
Listen, first of all, before you even respond, just know this might affect sponsorship deals in future and everything. Is somebody who's supposed to write you a check maybe in future? For me, I don't really care about those checks in future. So
for me, I just want to be honest.
What's a woman? Simon?
I am every woman. I am a woman.
See what I'm saying? How it's hard to maneuver.
I came from a woman. So I am indirectly a woman.
Yeah.
I have women body parts. They're just not fully matured. Don't discriminate against us who are now fully matured. But I am a woman. I am a
this is perfect for my reels. This is just perfect for my reels.
Yes, I am a woman. You are a woman. We're all women.
No.
There's no men in this world.
No, I'm not.
Like, are you a man?
Yes.
Well, you are not a man. How do you know? How do you know?
Okay, listen.
How do you know?
Listen, I know.
You identify yourself by your genitalia.
I know you
What
can.
kind of person are you to
Hold
identify
on.
yourself?
I know he can push this, so I have to take you back.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah, I know you can. I know this can just get out of hand, but so I have to take you back to, my list of questions, of course.
Okay, here's a list.
But we're not going with I'll just take a glance on and off. But what kind of people come to you specifically? Because over the past 2 years, I've seen you moving aggressively, like much more aggressive than you were when we did the first episode. Now,
that's good. I mean, it's good if you listen.
That's good. That's good.
Insights.
That's a really good. So, first of all, I salute you to that because I've seen you working with companies, posting some BTS and stuff. I've seen you doing the podcast, which you've been very, very consistent, and it looks really good as well.
Thank you.
So, mad respect to that because I think at the time you were talking to me about starting, and you've...
I started.
Yeah.
I started right after that, before COVID.
Yeah.
Then it kind of like stopped. Then I continued again.
Yeah. So, I mean, how's that going though?
Okay. Now, when it comes with the podcast...
Not with just the podcast, like just you being aggressive in all aspects in the digital platform and pushing yourself as a personal brand. Because now for you, you're pushing Simon, I'm guessing. Because if you have a company, I don't know what...
No, I'm pushing
I don't know how you file your returns.
But they file your returns. It ends this month, end of June.
Oh, yeah.
End June 31st.
Yeah. Why are you looking at me like I haven't?
You haven't?
Listen, relax. I'll
This
call
is
my
someone
people.
who did not know.
I'll call my people.
He doesn't even know how much is filed.
No, I'll call my people.
Hey, you're waiting for that finance bill to pass so you can actually see if you can.
I'll call my people. Thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, exactly. You need to know. But main thing is when it comes to even dishing out content, one thing I always say is this. Like for me, I have various perspectives. One thing is I have various interpretations of things that happen and things that happen to me. I tend to now receive it and I say, I call this particular content, I need to release it out there. I know it's going to build a point of connection for someone to even see the need to actually reach out to me. So the reason why I have a very... Yes, I am consistent in the sense that I have scheduled out content, I think out content. It comes natural to me, it comes out very fast. And primarily where even I get most of my real clients, the guys want to transact, LinkedIn and TikTok.
Really?
Yes.
But even for me, I think it's just probably Instagram.
And Instagram.
TikTok.
And Instagram, yeah.
LinkedIn? No.
LinkedIn, yes. Oh, LinkedIn.
I don't even understand how...
Guys are ready very fast. If that one is easy...
Really?
I would even tell you go there and actually, go there. It's easy. Like there's organic reach and it's easy. Someone likes somebody. It's like old school Facebook.
I know, but for me, LinkedIn, I find it just I work more towards like younger energy. I think that's where most of my influence comes from, and what I would like to.
You want to work with younger people?
I learn a lot from younger people.
Okay, I got you.
Because they're not thinking about bills, they're just thinking about creating, especially in the creative space. When you think about like an artist getting signed, if it's a musician or an athlete, when do they get signed? When they're super young and when they're like really super passionate about what they do. Yeah, exactly. At their prime. Even models. Everyone's like, at that time, everyone is just thinking about like creating. And I can also like, unfortunately, even for me, I can say I lost a bit of my edge, but it's because of like just age. It's just...
I would say...
It's not that I'm not saying, but I just know like I've slowed down. Like I remember there's some things that I would wake up in the morning and be like, yo, today I'm doing this, and this production. Right now I'd just be like, come on, why?
I know what you mean.
Why bother? Why bother? They're not appreciating anything. They're not like already... Life has punched you in so many different directions, but the young people is like, yo... I see them and I just see that passion because I remember it. I remember
that drive,
Yeah, I remember.
I would agree with you also because even I was heavily aggressive on YouTube, like heavy.
You know heavy, that, right?
Heavy.
You know.
But now there's an adjustment.
Yeah.
There's always an adjustment because I cannot be doing the same pieces of content that I was doing over 6 years ago.
That's true.
And there's always even as I say, every content creator has a period of growth.
Yeah.
And a period of growth means that you have to adjust even the things that you make. That content creator that you're seeing on TikTok, making that piece of content that you love so much, those skits, them dressing like mamas and stuff, in 3 or 5 years' time, they're going to adjust because that person, that individual will have different priorities and different things will actually come into play.
And actually, I think that's good because also like now when I say like I lost that edge of that drive, it's like when I see people giving me feedback like on my TikTok and stuff, I'm like, yo, I just thought I was slowing down, but there's so many new people who are appreciating the new content and they're like, yo, man, how do you do this? How do you manage to do A, B, C, and D? We like this. So it keeps you kind of going. But I see people with hunger and I'm like, yo, if I had this right now,
How do you, okay, now the question is, where do you think you lost the hunger? Is it other priorities that came into play or what happened exactly?
No, just not getting appreciated enough.
Okay, then
that's why, like I said, like even now,
for appreciation?
No, like, when I talk about appreciation, not just like, people high-fiving me and telling me like, yo, you're doing good.
Online.
I'm talking about like you've invested in stuff and everything and you're going to a client and the client is like, yo, Nani is doing this work for X amount. You're charging us like 4 times. You move to the next client, they're also like, yo, by the way, this and this. But at the time, you're actually thinking like, yo, the more I've invested, the more I'm passionate, the more I'm doing like my cuts, production and everything, thought process. Like how you can give like a client some crazy work that you've taken like 3-4 weeks. And then the client is like, we need you to dumb it down to ordinary mwananchi.
Yes. There's also that,
So imagine you've done so many things and then the client's like, we just need it simpler. So you're getting a check, yes. Yeah. But after a while, after like a year or 2, like you find like all your creativity is going because these people the person you're accommodating, they're giving you a check.
Yes.
And for me, like right now, I'm just like, yo, I don't know how many zeros you'll write right now. I'm chilling. I'm good.
You don't want that stress anymore.
I'm good. And you'll see now, when I started like a Sunday thing where I go out and just work with,
I've seen
with young people.
Yeah, I've seen
they're
that,
just amazing. Like you see everything that's being done effortless, and I'm like, this is what I want.
Yeah, because literally Nairobi CBD is like a photo shoot studio.
Yeah, on Sunday.
On Sundays.
Yeah,
literally. Your
just
picture
go
will
out,
be taken.
go
That's
out,
how we'll catch you criminals.
go create.
Your picture will be
that's
taken.
True. That's true.
Your picture will be taken in Nairobi on a Sunday.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, everywhere, and you just see how strong that community has grown. And also, you have to understand it's a good thing, but also imagine an industry where it's so saturated.
Yeah.
So now that problem is about to be only bigger.
No,
Because
it
you'll
sets-
go with this rate card. Client is like, yo, we have this young kid who's doing this for 5,000. Telling us 150,000.
Yeah.
You're crazy.
Oh,
Crazy.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
You have to be comfortable also even saying no and accepting even that. But I understand even that it's going to be, when it's saturated, now you're going to have to set yourself apart. Now, that's why even though I go to the extent now even there are many content creators. I know there's some content creators who even have 100K followers and everything. And they get paid less for making one piece of content than me. And I don't even have that numbers.
True.
Like, yeah. And it's
that
just how
makes
you
sense.
package.
It makes sense because now even when you say that, I'm sorry to cut you off.
I'm listening.
Because even like with your followers at times, I'm sure you can see, like even for mine, there are not that many.
Yeah.
But I see people with like 400,000 followers.
Or even 1 million or sometimes.
A million is crazy. Because in my head, I'm just trying to make these people understand that if I had 1 million followers, you need to understand the magnitude of what I can do just with a snap of a finger like this.
Yeah, but then the question comes this.
Yeah.
Why are those 1 million people following you? Is it because you're just shaking nyash there? Or what is it that you're actually doing?
Hey, are you discriminating guys who are shaking Nash?
I know, I think use your nyash properly.
How?
Like wear booty shorts that actually have the brand around there. Why are you busy not...
I mean, we have had people like who've been, how would I say, compensated well for just, things like dancing. Some influential people,
Yeah.
I don't want to say the names
It's
because
okay.
now I don't want to be like, yo, he's bashing women and stuff. But you see, and they're influencing also like other younger women who was like, yo, if she was just twerking, dancing, I'd probably do the same and get to that position. And you see the followers, massive. Companies, corporates, and of course MPs, they're there compensating and stuff.
Exactly.
I mean, it's kind of hard. Like, let's say if you're a creative who sits down, comes up with scripts, strategies, and then you just think like, that's a 16-second video, 540K views.
Very fast.
So how are you supposed to just keep going?
Easy. You understand the fact that you create a different style of content and you don't actually value your content based on only how it's received. Because also value in it the actual work that you put into it. Did I actually now execute what I had planned? Because remember, you had planned it.
Yeah.
You're disregarding everything based on only an end result. You're forgetting the process.
True.
Now with that now.
But can you tell that to a young person? You see, for us, it's like
it's gonna
different.
happen. It's gonna happen.
All these younger people right now, would you tell them to just
what?
To try and keep going when they're seeing other, and you'll even notice like a lot of people, the slightly younger audience, they copy each other a lot because if this is working for this person, like bro, it's gotten to a point where there's this production for cheating and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is a whole TV show episode because this is properly planned. These actors are actually really good than actors that we normally had on TV. These guys are really good. But
they know how to fake it well.
But yeah, if you see this is working for somebody else starts it, but they all are still getting those views.
Yes, and that's okay in the sense that, but what's going to happen is there's going to be another trend that comes along. And what happens is now when you get caught up in that replication, you actually, I would say anybody young that's creating content, but you're just now copying a little bit, just dibble and dabbing, that's okay. I don't castigate against that. But now adjust it to suit your narrative. And now if it's a skit, everybody's doing skits, but tell your story.
Yeah.
Tell it through your perspective.
I think tying it to your personality.
Yeah.
Your everyday kind of thing.
Yeah, instead of now you see two people cheating, now you can literally now, instead of being the boyfriend or the girlfriend, be the watchman that sees every action.
Yeah.
You see now, there's different perspectives that come into play.
Yeah.
One story can be told in 3 different ways.
That's
and
true.
that's why
true.
even I say there's nothing against that, because guess what's gonna happen? In about 3 or 4 years, these guys are gonna grow and they're gonna need to adjust, because guess what? When it comes to content, you don't always get sponsored to actually now create people to actually come behind you and actually say that you can actually now pay you this much and everything. You're gonna need to adjust and now put a company behind it, now a brand behind it. How can I be more useful to businesses throughout the year? Not once or twice or 3 times, depending on the brand deals I get. Now that's when now that adjustment comes into play. When you start thinking there, where views are not the primary purpose, it's now money is my primary purpose. Then you start adjusting, because now the content that gets the most views is not the one that gets the most money.
You haven't had any clients who are like, we want to work with you, but we want to see your numbers.
Yes, that's common.
So how do
Especially LinkedIn.
I'll tell you what I do normally. I mean, you ask me that, I'm like, go to the person that you need. Don't show me somebody's numbers and tell me that I don't have the same numbers as them. I mean, there's a reason I'm here for this meeting. Why didn't you call them?
Yeah, my selling point is this.
Yeah,
my personality is different.
Oh yeah.
I'm
so
different.
That's why
I'm
it's
different.
still. But you see, it still comes down to personality. Even from the first conversation when we were talking about Gary V, Elon Musk, there's something about them when you hear them talking, and you're like, okay.
Yeah, it comes. Now my personality is different, and that's not what I sell the most. Now, okay, why did we pick you? Is it my numbers? No, you chose me because of this.
Because of me.
Yes, exactly. Now, it's for me to be there. It's gonna cost this, and then now for me to sit down, script it, and then come with the production team and actually edit it, it's gonna cost this. And every stage has its own little cost. And then now, you also want me to post on my social? It's also gonna cost this. If you don't want to pay for my socials, I will post it advertising me, not you. Not you.
And then just because. Also, like the whole thing is also kind of, I don't want to say it's getting saturated, but it is kind of a bit.
I don't mind it.
But how do you think it's sustainable in the long run as an industry? Yeah.
I love it in the sense that even podcasting is becoming a little bit...
It's crazy right
now.
Even
podcasting is becoming mainstream, but then now what you're going to realize is people cannot hold a conversation. Well, and then, people cannot hold a conversation. And
not even just that meaningful, just talking about, this whole thing about talking about, like, men, girls. I'm like, bro, you keep joking around until those bills start slapping you at the end of the month. You keep just talking like fools here. You just wait and see.
Even that foolish conversation is valid. Fools are valid. Where? Fools are valid. No,
I used
foolish
to think
conversations are okay to some extent, depending on who your audience is speaking to.
True. Like who? Give me an example. That's good. I like to
talk to the foolish kind.
I don't know. I want to know these people who you think they actually have foolish conversations
that you mentioned. So
I haven't mentioned them. No.
It's okay. You mentioned it. Are you backtracking on your own words?
Are
you backtracking on your own words?
Okay, say it.
You can't play that game with me. You can't play that game with me.
No, but I would want to know. We go with examples so that when somebody's saying...
I love... I can turn any foolish conversation to a smart one. That's the one thing I know. And my ability...
That's just because you sound smart when you do... Wait. No. Hold on. Where were you in school? Like, maybe...
Where? Growing up?
Yeah.
I was not in Kenya.
Where?
Now I was in the States.
Now I'll tell you something about Americans.
What?
Americans will
I'm Kenyan.
No. No. But that's where you grew up. I'll tell you something about Americans.
What?
And I remember even when having a podcast conversation with somebody, I was just telling me, they'll make anything stupid sound smart.
Exactly. That's a skill.
So you see,
that's a skill.
That's the same way you've just said.
Just like politicians. And I think that's a skill. But let me even go deeper.
True.
Now this is a deep dive. We're going to go deeper on that.
Let's do it.
How to make anything sound foolish sound smart. Like, for example, let's test it.
Yeah.
Give me something foolish and I'll try to make it sound smart. Right now. Let's go. Something just general, and then I'll try to make it sound smart and really in-depth. Just give me something real quickly.
Definition of a woman.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, this is a very interesting topic, by the way. People think that defining a woman is a very foolish thing.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's not. It's for the smart people only.
Because
now the thing is, all of us, we are man in our names. But then this woo, it's wooing us away from the real content of our understanding. What is this woo? and this man, when they come together,
She's already confused. Look at her. She's just like,
I'm gonna make it sound smart. Don't worry.
like,
No. Prefix. These are now they break down the word.
Yeah.
Woo and man. There's a suffix and the prefix, right? Exactly. And we all come from a woman. Exactly. So now that she pushed this out.
come from a man.
No.
That's
A
just
man comes. A man comes for us to be produced.
No.
Yes.
We come from a man
To
into a woman.
Yeah.
So that we create.
you come into a man.
No. Okay. That just came out wrong. Now, maybe let me rephrase this. How am I supposed to rephrase it?
Okay. I'm listening to everything you're saying.
We come from a man. From a man.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Continue. You come from a man.
Yes, as a sperm, right? And then we mix with. I'm waiting for you to
complete your own
right?
thoughts, yes.
And then we mix with a woman, and then we create the kid.
And this woman is who you're trying to define.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to define elegance? Why are you trying to define something
would
that's
you say it's
complex?
elegance?
No. Why are you trying to define something that actually procreates, something that gives us life, something that cannot be defined within the realms of just one word?
Look at the way she's happy.
Something beyond the bounds
That's silly.
of the
You're just
confines
trying-
of one
No,
sentence.
that's just-
something
now
that cannot be defined. Even what's her name? Whitney Houston could not even define it. She said she's every woman. Because she cannot be one woman.
Hold on.
She is every woman.
Hold on.
I tell you, man, and I tell you, women, you cannot define what a woman is. We don't know what it is. It does not be defined because it is indeed an enigma. Even Ryla doesn't even know what a woman is.
Hold on. Now,
have I not made it sound complex?
You have. That's what I wanted to say. I think you've actually made the point very loudly. Now I understand what you've said. Now I understand what you're saying. But yeah, I think even us just saying it's foolish. Some you think might be foolish conversations.
Foolish.
But
You said that.
But some people actually still enjoy it, and I think it's like the more foolish the conversation is, more people are tuning in. That's what I've noticed. Like now, the current trend.
But it depends.
When you're talking about like finances, when you're talking about like just your health, look at the health. Have you seen Aga Khan videos?
No.
Like they exactly.
Aga Khan videos.
Yes.
Why would I watch Aga Khan videos?
They
I'm not
post videos about like just personal health, like you checking up on yourself. And when I talk about like on my podcast, I'm always talking about health, wealth, love, and happiness. All these things, if you can just manage to balance a bit. That's why I exercise every day. I try and eat right.
Yeah, you are more healthy.
You'll see, I do.
Yeah, than last time I remember. You've come from far, at least. No, don't flex.
Okay. but what I'm trying to say is, when you look at their videos, because they post like on a regular on YouTube, you go see their videos, they have like 40, 50.
But then now here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of health porn going on.
Health porn?
Yes.
What's
a lot
that?
of people were saying that, I want to get my mental health properly. Then all these people are saying now, I'm trying to become a better person. You know, there's all this self-assuring thing like, I listen to podcasts so I can actually even now get a better understanding of who I am, or even get self-actualization. There's all this health porn in people people start now saying all these things, I'm going through trauma, or I'm actually now going all through this. Then there's this over glorifying of therapy. Then there's now all of this.
So are you saying all these people who are saying mental
There's
health, you're
all
saying
of
they're crying?
There's a lot of overly glorifying of it all. It's overly glorified. Yes, it is. And then even you kind of
I'm not saying anything.
No.
I might just get a check from. I'm just trying to think. Do I need a check from any?
It's overly glorified
mental
in the
health
sense.
program? No. Yeah, go on.
No, it's overly glorified to the extent that people feel the need to put themselves in a victim block of that they are going through a mental issue, and then how they are actually now in a way disabled, and then they should be looked at and coddled in a way that should be pampered, and now you should be actually now be rubbed upon like a baby's bum. And now that's literally now what you should be. That's literally now what people feel like. No, but in fact, what you should be doing is managing your trauma and learning how to handle it yourself, not telling other people that you're going through traumatic situations. So what? Hidako.
Because the thing is, everyone has problems though. And I think it's gotten to a point where now, even like, you can't pay your bills.
Yeah.
I'm depressed. Depressed about, you're just broke.
Yes.
You're just broke.
You're broke and depressed.
Yeah. No. No, but that's just normal life situations. You can't just call everything depression.
Yeah.
But I honestly can't connect to that whole world and community. I'm trying to understand because we also have.
But
You just never know.
I understand it in this way.
I don't understand.
You can in this way.
Yeah.
I know you have no empathy whatsoever. Now the key thing is, I understand it in this way.
Tell me.
So when you're going through a tough time, that tough time does not define you. You go deep into like defining yourself within the realms of that tough time. And hence you even take in, even a disease, even you start people saying, oh, I have ADHD, or I have attention, or I have ADD, or I have OCD. Even people who say I have OCD, hence why I turn the cup this way.
No,
I'm like, congratulations.
For me, here's the thing. I think for me,
Yeah.
because a lot of things you'll see like in my house if you walk in,
Yeah.
everything's like in order and stuff.
Exactly.
So I get a lot of
He even
OCD.
arranges his boxes arranged properly.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
That's for
even-
sure, socks and everything. So people say like, that's like a clinical thing, OCD. I'm like, no, I'm just organized.
Yeah.
I just want to know if I leave these socks here. If
I'll
I
find
want
it
the one
there.
with black stripes, I just want to come back and find it there. That's it.
Exactly.
Don't start medicating, giving it clinical terms. This is.
Yeah.
It's just order, just simple as that.
Yeah, I mean, and then now, even those people who have multiple personality disorder,
Oh no, I think
that one maybe can be like a... What do you think? Oh, no!
Kenyan women.
Oh, no! Oh, no!
No. Somebody said that in Kenya, it's either they're bipolar or bisexual. Which is not far-fetched though.
Yeah, I mean... But hey, I would even ask you guys.
But multiple personality disorder, I think I've seen it, bro. Yeah, because like I'm even just trying to understand like how is a human being behaving like this? How are you today like this and tomorrow like and you don't even like, I've seen it so many times. So
I even say every disorder that you have is a superpower. Use it to your advantage and streamline it. That means you have over on something. So learn how to streamline it. Don't think of it as a bad thing. If you have multiple personalities, then use your multiple personalities.
So you're
to your
saying
best.
about Kenyan women, right? Or
Everybody. Yeah.
No,
more or less.
no, everybody. Okay,
More
now,
or less.
hold on. Let's narrow back now to marketing and
Let's come
digital
back.
strategy. Yeah.
Welcome
But we
back
can always like drift
to our
and have those
podcast.
convos and stuff. So now, what are the most common mistakes you see businesses and personal brands make in just the digital
Oh, this is easy.
platform? Yeah.
This one, even you've seen it. Even you who's listening.
Yeah.
Listen carefully.
One of those common mistakes.
Exactly. The common mistakes, even you've seen them. When even, especially on Instagram right now, when people do what? When they ship in something and then all of a sudden they use the template images and all those images that they get from the supplier.
Yeah,
And we all know them.
Yeah.
Listen, business people, you think we don't know them. There's nothing that makes you separate from even the other person that who guards them.
Yeah.
And you just here even dragging and just posting there. We know that Chinese
Zero
hand.
effort.
We know it.
Yeah.
And then what you do there, even you have a even lame caption there. Then even you say DM for price. And then now we know these things. The key thing I would say is if you want your business to stand out in a crowd where you're actually importing products, for example, I'm using that as a mainstream thing. That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
Importing products, bags, shoes, whatever it may be, wigs, toys that John may like to use in his bedroom sometime. The main thing is,
Sometimes.
yes, exactly. That's good progress, man. That's key. That's
It's
key.
2023, man. You
And
have to
got
keep an open mind.
and you
Okay, let's
we did
go.
not say
Let's
it,
go.
but it was said.
Let's go.
Now,
Let's go. Yeah.
The main thing is when you post original content, you get clients who are actively ready to purchase. And then when they're actively ready to purchase, they will come to you directly and then they'll ask you, all right, cool, then this, I believe you have it. Not, uko nayo.
Yeah.
Where you then you start saying that you're only an online shop, and yet all you have is those copy pasted downloaded images that you got.
Yeah.
I don't believe, because that's something that anybody else can do. I don't believe that you actually have the product. So you want to overcome that barrier of doubt, trust. You have to remember, every piece of content that you release out there on social media is for you to establish credibility for the person to actually feel the need to reach out.
Yeah. And if they're just saying the same old thing they've seen probably.
Yeah.
Because you know how suppliers, they'll send you one video and then to
to
17
everybody
other
else.
people.
Yes, in the 17 or it's 700. 700, yeah.
True.
Because that's the main thing. And the main thing, even another hurdle, that's the first hurdle. And then the second hurdle is, yes, you do have it. Now you establish credibility in the sense, why do I want to buy from you? And then now, and that even established, now what sets you apart is now how you handle your products, how you package your product. You may have the same product, but how you package it and how you actually now release it out to the clients and what your clients say about your product, those are the things that primarily should be on your page.
Testimonials.
Yes. And how you get those testimonials is key. There's a ways you can actually even get it because most people easily. Like for example, I send you this water bottle. All right, I sell water.
It's not just a water.
It's what?
It's Fiji.
Fiji, baby.
Fiji. Let's go. Yeah.
Okay, me and John, we both have Fiji. Now, what makes you come to John instead of me? That's another big deal. And now, how I package and I show you why you need this Fiji. I'm talking to you now. Maybe I decide I'm talking to now only people who are going to the gym. John now is talking to podcasters.
Yeah.
So John will now show the importance of having water running through your mouth and making your mouth seem wet. Seem wet. So you can actually, your words can actually come out well lubricated, and hence you can be fluent in communication through your podcast.
Choice of words.
Exactly.
A choice of words.
Amazing. Take a Fiji.
But yeah, it's just important to see how, even just like, because now it's not just about companies, but personal brands. We just have to touch based on the two of them and how they have to re-strategize everything and how they move in 2023 into the future.
Even companies.
Even
companies now, they do now the corporate videos that now they release out there. They release now there's the normal corporate videos that you would see like primarily on TV. Now you're seeing them on social.
Oh, there. And especially now that you've mentioned that, like the question was what emerging trends and technologies. Did I ask this?
No.
Yeah. Continue. What emerging trends and technologies do you see shaping the future of digital marketing?
Oh, AI.
AI.
Are you not using ChatGPT? It's good.
Ooh.
What do you say? How do you take it?
No.
How do you take it?
The intro and the outro, ChatGPT.
All of it?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
Yes.
Did you listen to the intro? If you did not, please go back about 38 minutes ago.
It gave me so many options and I was just looking at them, reading them. I'm like, man,
Allah.
This is fantastic.
Yes.
And I remember when I was just starting the podcast, the other time I was just like, I remember looking for a copywriter and I was like, can you help me
write up?
Give me their rate. And I was like, okay, let me try do it on my own. Yes, I just did a natural thing and stuff, but now reflecting back like 4 or 5 years later, now I just put that thing on ChatGPT and my friend, whatever came out.
What did you ask it? What did you ask it? No, you have to ask it a specific prompt.
I asked how a short script, and then I just put like summaries when I'm asking. A short script for a podcast that talks about health, wealth, love, and happiness.
Now you use the intro. Now you decided to use the intro.
Oh, yeah. Do I have, even some are still here. Actually, yeah. I want you to read any of the longer versions here.
Oh,
just any of them.
Any of the longer version.
Any.
Okay, cool then.
I can even give you like a sound bed or something.
All right then. Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, cool then. Welcome to the 4 Pillars of Life podcast, where we explore the fundamental elements that shape our existence. I'm your host, SimonSays, and each week we'll be diving deep into the key areas that contribute to a fulfilling and a meaningful life.
Yes.
Join us in the journey. And that right there was courtesy of ChatGPT.
Yes.
Guy!
Can you imagine? So, can you only imagine? It gave me like, I think 10 options. And all I needed to do is like just pick the shortest one, summarize, cut this one here and here. And you just edit a few of the copies and you're like, this is tailor-made for me because it sounds like me even.
Yeah.
Like this is exactly what I wanted to talk about. So AI, trust me.
Yeah, exactly. Because even that has your tone. Now, for me, it would be more of an exciting tone.
Exactly.
Now just literally just that paragraph, you copy paste it. Can you make it in a more exciting tone?
You can say like a more energized intro and
boom.
It will even tell you where to put that music, pump it up, slow it down.
No way.
Yes.
What the?
Yes.
Serious?
Yes.
Allah.
Bro.
What?
Bro.
How are you not using ChatGPT? This is the biggest ad for it. But that's actually true. Even for
AI is definitely taking over.
for making proposals, like right now, documentation is not a headache anymore.
No.
If you're having a headache with documentation, what are you doing with your life?
Because now I don't know how, like, we all need to make these adjustments, but I don't know how writers and copywriters and even just writers in general are thinking about chat GPT.
It's even they're protesting there in Hollywood. They've not even come back. You didn't know that?
Oh, yes.
There's a writers' protest.
Yes.
Like, that's why you're not seeing The Daily Show coming out with new episodes. That's why you're not seeing John Oliver come out with new episodes. That's why you're not seeing even who's this guy? Bill Maher.
Bill Maher.
Yeah, yes,
Bill
exactly.
Maher.
Yeah. Come out with new episodes. Yeah, that's literally because the writer's strike. And if they actually now use ChatGPT and it actually now has learned
done.
now to
People have to
execute,
go home.
then now literally now it's upon you now to adjust. Are you going to be the person now being employed to actually write the necessary prompts within now ChatGPT to actually now get you the proper returns now?
Yeah,
That's the
actually.
thing.
And that they just need maybe one person in the office out of a whole...
Maybe one or two, and you see
people are going home.
two people can actually now write up a whole series, and then now you've made it. Power.
Even forget about that.
Yeah.
I went to, I think this was last year. I was like, if this AI is out, I know everybody's writing books.
Oh wow!
And I was like, yo, is it possible for me to write a book
Yes.
about A, B, C? No, I'm just putting the information there. And I said a short book, because what are they called? Ebooks,
Yeah,
like an
ebooks,
ebook.
yeah.
Say 12-page book.
Okay,
And I was
that's
like,
short, nice, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll release a book at the end of this year.
Makes sense. You did.
I will.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
At the end of this year,
No.
the 2 weeks.
No. I just want at the end, cause now I'm going with like my podcast and everything, so that towards the end of the year I can have it because it's even giving me like a strategy campaign on how I can promote the podcast, other things that I can add and stuff. Yeah. And I'm literally following all of that. So like, I know every beginning of the month, there's some things you can do just to promote your podcast. Every end of the month, you can do something simple as giveaways, right?
Yeah, they're those.
You can sell merch as well.
Yeah.
But also do CSR and community work as well every end of the month, just once a month. But all these things, it's telling you're like, bro, it just makes sense.
You see
It just
the logic.
makes sense. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
There's no more best kept secret.
No.
Exactly. And
No.
I won't lie, even I use ChatGPT a lot in my consultation.
There
And
you
that's
go.
easy.
There you go.
But then now you add it on. Of course, there's things that you just have to. You have
Of
to be
course,
now,
of course, you have to fine-tune.
You have to not even
Yeah.
fine tune. Even you have to be specific based on what the client has asked you.
Yeah.
And I'm sure doctors are using it out here. Is it, based on these elements, what do you deduce this person has? But based on these things, this client has a broken foot, and you should actually say that.
No,
That's actually
no. Just go on.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just referring
no,
to
because that's the key thing. Because even when it comes to now the whole, even doctors will use it because some of these doctors are quacks, and then at the same time, even
that sounds personal, eh?
Yeah, they are, and then they insist on you to get us more expensive procedures so that they can actually meet their quote unquote targets. Yes,
Of course.
they have their targets because everybody's out here just trying to make money. Now, literally, new ways to make money. You gotta do that, and doing people's homework now is pretty cheap.
Oh, no, yeah, by the way. Actually,
Yes.
because the way people used to be like unique people who can do those homeworks.
Yeah.
Come on, now we can all do it.
Easy.
Can all do it.
Even
Can all
with
do it.
references, APA format.
I can do consultation.
Easy.
That I can do.
Very easy.
And then now, just talking about just on marketing strategies and stuff, do you ever use like analytics to make sure you do the deliverables when it comes to metrics and ROI for clients? Because how clients are like, we're spending this much.
What are we getting in return?
What are we getting in return? Is it really what's
Now
our
here's-
return of investment?
Oh, now here's what here's one thing so that the analytics is just usually an afterthought. Here's one thing I say whenever you're actually having a client. One thing is, first things first, set expectations and let them know what value proposition that you're actually having. My number one value proposition I offer is the content itself created. Even if you use ChatGPT and know what content to make, you cannot make that content without editing, without scripting, without actually now the necessary personnel and the necessary people to actually even do that content. Then now the releasing and the captioning, yes, you can use now the AI machines here and there. And then at that now you can actually now releasing on the platforms. Now the knowledge point, now the execution of it all
Yeah.
is now where I zone in. So that now you're not focusing so much on leveraging me on who could to analytics. No, you're not.
Yeah, so you know
are-
how clients
for me,
are. Clients,
I picked my butt up
Yeah.
and came to do this. That in itself, that's a charge. For me even to do that, it's a scripting. That's work.
Yeah.
For me even to, that's not how I break down costs. So that now you can actually see one piece of content costs this.
Yeah.
Now you want us to make several of these? Correct. We'll do this in a month. Cool. Then you also want me to manage this thing? Perfect. This will come with this.
And you can get maybe a discount if I'm doing all of
Yes,
this. You know, there's a way
exactly.
you can just sell
and
it.
then now
to-
we can do a report just seeing, okay, cool. Then based on the content we have created, this is how we've done. Next month, we'll adjust. Our goal is not awareness. Our goal is transaction. Our goal is this. You set expectations from the word go. Don't come here and say, yo, when I come in, I'm coming in through and I'm going to give your business impregnation full of profits. And I'm going to come in, Shaka Zulu, you'll be speaking in tongues.
Yeah,
I tell
I
you,
don't wanna
sir,
hear that. You
nah,
don't wanna hear
tell
that.
them now, literally now, set expectations properly because they're already expecting you now, thinking that you just because you, oh, well, you supposed to.
Yeah. And you know how clients can get. They always try and
But how
kind of
about-
like...
Yeah, but packaging, the key thing is, I would even say is, even when it comes even something, maybe even podcasts, I don't know, maybe you don't have ad breaks or something.
No.
You need, yeah,
I don't
exactly.
need adverts.
Yeah,
I do not want anyone advertising
Why
my
not?
podcast.
Because that will adjust your...
No, because now the only issue now is like, and even I found that maybe with my previous podcast, like if you're tied to corporate, at times you can say something, like, you know, even the way we're just joking around.
Yeah.
Man, you can just say something, and I've found it like, yeah, this is just okay to say because it's a podcast. I've brought you in my safe space and you just speak your ass out, and then you find, you know, a cancellation is coming from top head or just one person.
Wow.
It involves so many people that if one person makes a phone call,
That's it.
yeah, it just spoils everything that you. So for me, I'm just like, you know what? I'd rather go out there, make my money by any other means,
But
and then now come support my podcast. Let me just cherish my baby. I do not want any endorsements.
Yeah.
If there's a soundbed, like maybe it's you're trying to plug something that you have going on, send me that, and then I can just post it. Send me this, I can post. But corporate, no, I can't.
get you.
It's just, why else would I have like an individual setup for podcast so that I can bring in corporate now? So that you have some guy in marketing and me. You know how this podcast would look better or what you can talk about? Like what?
Oh, I get
Exactly.
you. I see what you mean because even that's something that even if you guys were creating content, you should even take notice that when you actually someone pays you, they
Yeah.
come with a level of entitlement.
Of course.
And then they come with a level of like, we're going to control what it is that you can actually say. Now, the key thing is, how much are you willing to deal with that headache for? What's your price now?
What's
for
your
that?
price?
Yeah, that's not the key thing.
Haven't you seen maybe even some people who like once they started getting corporate endorsements, yes, it was good for them financially, but their brands kind of started dwindling.
Yeah.
Because now they're
you lost
giving
the
you
edge.
like, you know, we want you to push this, talk about this. Don't do this too much. And then you kind of see somebody's brand kind of fading away a bit from what actually made them get there in the first place.
Sell out.
Yes.
But yeah, there's that. But some people can, if they reach your okay price, sell out. I don't have anything against it. If you want to, sell your soul.
Yeah,
Someone comes in
yeah.
with 1B, telling you to
Yeah.
do this, hey, sell out. Even you'll be seeing John here saying, this episode is brought to you by, right.
When that day comes, just know that check was good.
Exactly. This yellow juice, this purple juice, this purple drink that Lil Wayne talks about.
but it's true. And I think that for me it has just been one of those things that I've learned it and I wouldn't advise on that because I think now but I understand when you're, let's say you're influencer, content
And that's your
creator.
income.
And actually that's your income. So rules and regulations, you know how they normally release packages and say like, send them to these influencers and stuff. They know you can't send anything to me. Just send it right back to you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, because
Send it back. Yeah. Send it back. I don't want
because you don't want
Where were you when I doing all the groundwork so that now you can come and start telling me like, you said, I'm telling you like it'd be the smallest thing you'll mention and somebody's written an email, you're like, what? We're having this discussion about this here. No, I'm not doing it. But anyway, what do you
Because
think?
yeah, I know that feeling that it's very restrictive and it feels like someone's above your head pointing you down like that, and I know that feeling. Yes.
And you're not doing an 8 to 5.
Yes.
I'm not doing an 8 to 5, so I do not
And
need to be in a
changes.
no.
For example, even some recent, even for example, if it's any adjustment or changes. Like for example, there's one recent video I did for a client, and then I said move it, and I was humping the air.
Yeah.
But then I had to like edit the video so I can also see the humping action.
Yeah.
And so now, which
you
is
see,
me.
just like something
Yeah,
just small for
yeah.
you, you're just looking at it like it's fun. Plus, you know it will connect with the audience.
Yeah.
Because we all know what Kenyans are watching
Yeah.
online. Guys are crazy. Content that's being consumed here at night at people's privacy is crazy. We know what people are going for. And then, just even on that, because it's something that we mentioned, what do you think about like just influencer marketing? Because that's something that's, I won't say taking off, it's like really big right now.
I think
That's like
it's good.
Yeah,
I
at
think
its
you need to
peak,
be
probably.
smart. I need to be smart about it. When it comes to influencer marketing, one, don't work with the influencer. Don't with them. They don't work for you. Okay, they work with you.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
All right, and when they work with you, in the sense that you're able to construct either a good script and everything. Now, you as an influencer have a process to your creative. So you can actually, you don't just say you come and shoot a video with like a phone there.
Yeah.
You would get a very ridiculous low budget price.
But I'll give you a fun fact.
Yeah.
The most money I've made shot
Influencing.
with my phone.
You shot with your phone? For
I
influencing?
bought my car because something I did with my phone.
Really?
Yeah.
1 gig?
Yeah.
That's it?
Yes.
Yeah, good job.
Yes.
Bravo. You're going to make my juice. Yeah.
So sorry. So like I also don't take that for granted because even for me I was just like, what?
Was it a headache?
Sure,
It was
you
not a
don't-
headache, right?
No.
Exactly. Some of those,
No.
the good paying clients are
all.
not a headaches most of the
At all.
time.
Took
Then
like
those two-
24 hours like this, pap,
Done.
done. Yeah.
Just like that. And that makes sense because, okay, what made it convenient? Like, okay, what do you think, even based on that experience, what can you say that that influencer gig, what made it easy for you to execute? Was it because you guys had understanding? What made it easy for you?
They just saw what's special in me and that's what they wanted. And they said, we don't even need high-end production or anything. We just want it the way it is.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
and
it.
They knew what they wanted from the first go.
Yeah.
Now there are some of those where what you do is you say, Sasa, we want you to come. We want you to do this. Now we don't know. Now, the moment you hear like
You
even
don't know
yeah.
now.
Now what I say is
Or have you ever had those ones of like, I don't know why I don't like it, but I just don't like it. What?
oh no, for me we don't even reach that because you've agreed with the script.
Oh, yeah.
No. If you've agreed with the script,
No,
everything
but
that's shown-
I'm telling you, after
anyways,
you've done the script
any-
and everything, now that's where they're saying, like, I don't know why I don't like it, but I just don't like it.
Ooh,
You've never seen those? You've never heard of those?
No, for me, I'm too of a rowdy, but I have had people who've got those.
Yeah,
I know this. I
just
know,
look at you
I don't know
there.
what
This
I-
time is a night job. Don't say that in front of
Yeah. Now for me, I'll talk back to you. You don't know, like it's like, do you like yourself?
me. Yeah.
Now for me,
'Cause you're the one who
I talk
actually-
back.
yeah.
I talk back. But that's a bad. Now that's also a bad thing because I talk back, and even by email, I talk back. Like
It's not a
legit.
bad thing because just you have to draw the line somewhere
Yeah.
because you know how people can get.
Yeah.
And clients, you have to understand they came to you as a creative. And most of them, you find that themselves trying to think like creatives. And it just can't work because I'm the one who knows how to produce this. How I normally reach out to people, that's why you came to me. And you're trying kind of to get like my flow, my working model. So why wouldn't you listen to me?
Yeah, exactly. Because even if I'm coming to you and I'm coming to you for like even you being an influencer, the key thing is even the first question is how do you think you can fit this product into what you make? Like let me know, like let me have an idea. Then literally now it comes from like you giving me direction, not necessarily now me coming. So you will do this. This product will come in and you stay not less than 20-30 seconds in the clip.
True.
And now the clip is now 35 seconds. So only 5 seconds needs to be out.
It's just crazy what we have to deal with. And even now, that's why, like, if you see my Instagram, I just say creative and finance. So that, it's those two things. Just know you're not feeding me. My finance is on point. So if you come to me, just come for that creative input that you want. But if you need it to be done by somebody else, or if you want the major influence on how to do it, You do it. Don't call me.
I know what you mean. But even the energy that you come in the room for the first day is important.
Yeah.
It's important because even I know some of these.
Explain that.
Because when you come into a room, when you guys are now brainstorming, so hey, Simon, we love your work. We have seen. Then they put your account there on the screen, and then they're there. We like this. Yeah, can you do like this now?
Yeah.
And then they start giving you an outline of what it is that you're supposed to be making, what kind of content that they would like, and everything. And the energy that you actually now set aside. Now for me, I like setting aside. Okay, we've accomplished this. This is how we're gonna do it. All right, perfect. I like coming in with that energy that we're actually gonna do this, and I'm about execution.
Yeah.
And I'm about that life. And then now I set the standard from the word go. This is what you expect from me. Nothing more than this, whatever. If you want me to redo it, this will come at your cost. You really need to do that.
Especially if you create those boundaries.
Yeah.
I think now they start working with time, especially because even changes, it's going to even charge us for changes. Now you have to be on point with what you're saying.
Yes, exactly. Take your time with reviewing this piece of content, because if you don't, and you're telling me to go back and change, I'm sorry, there will be a change. As you can see, I know I have a document, my work process. Boom, stage 1. Yes, I have it.
And
look
I
at
think
my work
all
process.
that comes with also just experiencing different people that you've partnered with, working with, and it just makes you change all your strategies.
Exactly.
Now, from someone like you, you've done radio before, right?
Yes, I'm even might go back and do it soon. You never know.
You've done TV.
Yes.
And now, just independently...
You're about to tell me you're about to do OnlyFans.
No.
Now, you want to do OnlyFans?
And now you want to do OnlyFans, eh? No, but you've done all these things. And now, I just think like your happy place...
Is what?
Is just doing your independent thing.
True.
I know.
Yeah.
But you need to go back because it sounds like you want to go back. Want to go.
Speak. Eh?
No, you.
I thought you were about to tell me something.
No. You want to go back because.
No.
What would be your reason to lean back towards?
It's easy.
Mainstream media. When social media, you get to do whatever you want.
Or just the name attached.
The name?
Just for example, if it's Kenyans, they still have the whole. If it's an NTV, a KTN, or Citizen attached to your name, or a certain FM attached to your name, yes, that's a big thing.
Do you watch TV?
That's not, regardless. Majority of Kenyans do. Majority of Kenyans
hold on.
do.
Do you watch TV?
9 o'clock.
Do you watch TV?
Okay. Well, 9 o'clock.
Man.
Only. But 9 o'clock is just news.
I've seen people leave social media, go to TV, and then they kill their whole social thing that they had going on.
No. Why kill your social?
No, not that. Because, TV has targets and Nini and all the... it's still not kind of the same. It might just kind of milk your...
Nah.
It won't?
Nah, it never has.
Never
Even
has.
in my past.
No, but this is when you want to go back, right?
Not really want to go back. It's just the approach.
You have to.
The approach.
Oh, no, but also if the man is right.
Yeah, it's the approach.
Yeah.
Now, it was not me. I didn't apply.
Okay, now.
And that's the thing. I didn't apply.
No, I get you. But also because I'm seeing my time and I still have like other things I want to shoot your way. Like now, podcasting.
Yes.
That's something that also you've done for probably...
I did a year. I did 2 years.
3 years?
I did before. Then I stopped. Oh, yeah, even last year because I did with a switch and everything. Yeah, I've done it for you.
You've actually,
Then I did one-on-one. Then I learned how to do it with a team. You've done a podcast now with... I learned like the importance of like now 1, 2, 3 people. It's a tripod.
Oh, yeah.
3 people now.
Like legit 3?
Yeah, 3 people. Yeah, 3 hosts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's that.
3 people and 3 cameras.
Yes. 3 people. And then there's now... I learned how to do that. Then I learned now how to do it myself. Now I learned how to like actually now... how to have intricate, good conversations with people or myself. Like now, really, really purposeful conversations. You might want to check them out. SimonSays on YouTube.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So that's literally now. Yeah, that's now learning that art and learning even, for example, what out there is learning how to insertion of like now we
I
wanted.
don't know what that means.
It means
what I know it means a whole different.
You.
Let's talk. What does it mean?
In the sense that you're plugging in like how to now quick mention. Bam, in the beginning, how to mention in the center without even timing, and how to mention at the end, all in the span of like a 35-minute.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I learned how to do that off it, like without even thinking about timing, and immediately I knew.
Well, that's through podcasting.
Yes. Now that's now the skill, and then soon I'm gonna go back again. Now I'm gonna be a host soon, and it's gonna be now similar thing because they want to like monetize it now, because now this one I'll be paid for. And then the main thing is now learning that art. You know, these skills literally. Okay, something about creatives. Listen, when someone's paying you, you're within their box.
Yeah.
So now literally now the skill is how do you maneuver within that box for your benefit?
Do you care about monetization if they own rights and stuff like that?
If they own rights for that particular product.
Yeah, because if you're in the space,
Yeah.
the press record, it's under this institution.
Yeah.
They own the rights and everything to do that. Is that something that concerns you, or
For that,
you're like,
for
no,
this-
me, I'll still pump out content on TikTok and my other platforms?
That one, for now, it doesn't. Until a certain point.
No, not for now. Not for now.
I've not
future.
started yet.
No, I mean, you're
But it
about,
depends.
I'm
The-
just
the
saying,
question
is
is-
that a concern though?
Because I've seen
no?
things like this come prematurely and they just end prematurely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, even now, fighting over something that's prematurely thought
no.
through.
Yeah.
It's also now that's the thing. I'm just like, okay, you're
But
willing to
something
invest
but something that
that
you
I
already
can
know.
see that it's going to be 50, 60, 70
Yeah,
episodes.
now
Now I'm
makes
like,
more
okay,
sense.
let's talk
Okay,
this.
okay.
Yeah, but then now you're talking like someone who you're seeing only like 11, 10. That's...
You're not yet.
Yeah, I don't think that you are serious, but let me just take your card because it's just going to be like for only like 2 hours of my life and I'm out. And then I know how to handle that.
So now that we know, like, even just the podcast community is growing in general in Kenya, right? Where do you see it probably in 3-4 years? You think it's something that's sustainable? People should still get into it? Should they go learn on
podcasts.
YouTube and just,
Podcasts, majority of them by the end of this year are going to be done. By the end of this year, they're going to be done.
Why would
by
you
the
say
end of-
that?
No, but it's just going to be a fad. By the end of this year, it's going to be done. Just like how vlogging. Everybody
Yeah.
was vlogging. Only the true vloggers are actually continuing vlogging right
Yes,
now. Shout out to
yes.
Miss Trudy.
Yeah.
Now, the thing, she's still doing that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So now, the true ones are still doing it.
They're still going to be here.
The
They're still gonna be here.
podcasters are still going to be there.
Yeah.
Next year, this time.
A lot of them will have just been like out.
Yeah. They're just out and it just happens. Like, for example, it's just one of those things where you hop on a trend, then you're out. It's just going to be, I think it's even towards its tail end. I don't know. There are some new ones coming up, but I think it's towards its tail end if I'm not wrong.
What would you say,
Like-
if I was to give you sorry, did you finish?
No,
Sorry
continue.
to cut you off.
No, it's okay.
No, what would you say? Oh, because I'm just looking at the time. I'm sorry.
Continue.
'Cause, what would you say are like the top, maybe,
Podcast in Kenya.
yeah,
Okay, the ones
that you've noticed? They
that
don't
I've
have to be like the best, but like just according to you've seen them.
because
like,
they
you'd say
have
these ones
done
are-
because they have done a live show. I'd say the mics are open.
yeah.
Ikonini is something. I like
What's
the way,
Mike's open? That's G-Money, right?
yes. The mics,
Ikonini.
because they've done a live thingy. Ikonini is something.
Because no, I'll just tell you, just because G-Money has been, people don't understand this. G-Money was interviewing Kanye West when Kanye West was not Kanye West. You know that?
Yeah.
When he was still like growing and moving around with a backpack.
When you heard exactly, yeah.
G-Money, so he's done this for the longest time. Worked with BBC radio. His portfolio is huge.
Yeah.
So definitely I'll give like mad props to him because like even him, I've bumped into him like a couple of times and we just say like, yo, what's up? But we know each other and he's very super influential.
Yeah.
As much as I don't think he gets the numbers that he's supposed to get, he's such an amazing big influence to a lot of people.
Yeah, true. He sets trends.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
fact.
yeah.
So
you say
Ikonini
Ikonini
is more Africa.
Yeah.
More
Also,
Africa,
actually, he started it
a while back.
a while back.
He's been a minute.
But it's also been very consistent and
yes,
it's good. And
he's
it's good.
almost
Yeah.
at 200 or something episodes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
And I heard about this other podcast called the Kisscapades podcast. It's a
as we
very
just,
interesting one. It's just
We're
this
just trying,
annoying.
we're just
Have you heard
trying.
about this annoying guy?
Yeah, we're just
boy
trying.
freak who
We're just trying.
who doesn't know what a woman is.
Just trying.
I know the thing is.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
you would have been offended by it. And then
I wouldn't have been offended because, like, I had to take a break. But anybody who watches the podcast now, come on, they already know what's up. They know why. They know why.
Why?
You just have to take a step back, work on ourselves, come back 10 times better. But you have to realize I was doing podcasts, even like, not in podcast form, way back. I was always just sitting down, interviewing people. that has always been like kind of my vibe. When people are doing like the vlogs, I was always sitting down doing B-rolls and just having a chat with people. So I just needed my personal space to continue.
Exactly. Just even shows the evolution of content creator. You as a content creator. That's not what I was saying. The key thing as a content creator is you can also be a slave to your own content if you're not careful.
Yes.
And that can restrict you towards your own personal growth.
Yes.
And if you don't actually adjust and grow because you're scared of numbers, then you as an individual will suffer.
Yeah.
As that airplane flies above, and as you hear that, I want to tell you that, yes, that's the truth.
They'll hate vaguely. Because the mics are good. The mics are good.
Hey, but does he say?
Yeah, the mics are good.
You can even taste my saliva.
I mean,
through
you've
your
been
ears.
in like a couple of radio stations and stuff.
Capital.
How would you compare like the equipment and what you're seeing here?
Yo, nah, you can't compare. You know the radio stations, they just keep the old stuff that has little dusty. Dusty.
Just I mean, first of all, you have to do this.
Nah, but
and
Radio Africa's pretty
headphones.
good. Radio Africa's pretty good.
Who?
Radio Africa's pretty good.
What's that? Who's that?
Ra-
You know what Radio Africa is? What's Radio Africa?
I don't know. Do you don't know?
Hey, I mean,
Who
what's
are
that?
they?
Yeah.
It's an African radio station. It's like upcoming.
Okay, I think so. I'll do some research on it though.
Exactly.
No, but I know.
I know.
But here's the thing.
The
I normally just have a look and I'm like, oh, okay. But it just shows how I can push myself to also try and make similar quality. If it's quality we're pumping in, hey.
Where do you think most Kenyans consume podcasts?
I think now YouTube, TikTok. Yeah.
Like making a clip of this?
Because listening, you have to be, for me, I do listen, but that's when I'm doing my jogs.
Yeah.
After my jogs, I can't just sit down and just close my eyes and I'm listening to something. No, that's not happening. But watching, I can watch a lot. And I think that's why like now most companies are just pumping stuff on TikTok. Visuals are crazy right now.
Yeah.
There's so much attention
Several
to
of my
visuals.
clips have gone viral because of visuals
Exactly.
and stuff. Yeah.
Would you get the same response from just like an
Audio,
audio?
yeah, no.
Not really.
Yeah. Even me, how I consume my podcasts, I would say even it's via visuals.
Like even in the living room, I just found you watching academics, right?
See his
academics and Andrew Tate. I didn't tune.
His role model.
No, I
his
didn't
role
tune.
model. Literally, that's what I subscribe to his TV. When you come on his TV, what happens is when you turn it on, literally you see Andrew Tate. Like this is Andrew Tate's TV.
There's Andrew Tate and academics.
That's what you follow. Those are your people. Those are your
super
role
influential.
models.
Even with finances, crazy enough.
Yeah.
Academics, Tate. Of course, he has his own controversies and stuff, but there are parts of how they grow and do their finance thing. I'm also super in tune with that. Other things that they do, of course. Can we really like judge what people are doing? Crazy things in their bedrooms. Yeah, this role playing. I don't know.
Yeah.
People are getting choked, thrown in walls and everything. Who am I to say like this is what you're supposed to do? This you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, only the missionary position.
No. That's not what we're saying. But I'm just saying I just mind my business, but pick what I can from. Because if you pick any business person or super influential man, there are some flaws that can be picked from them.
Actually, even
somebody can just pick something like, okay, he did it, and it's maybe true or false, but there's something that you can pick that's a flaw.
Actually, even second what you just said, I can look up to someone, but I'm looking at I look up to them in a certain aspect.
Yeah,
it does not mean that I actually now emulate other aspects.
Of course,
I can look up to you based on the way even you do your podcast, but then you go out there and you do something else.
Yeah,
it doesn't mean that I emulate that.
Exactly,
you can look up to people based on a certain aspect of them, and you admire that because you want that replicated in your life.
Andrew Tate listen, anything else that he's done, but I don't know, first of all.
Yeah.
And though they're charging
him. It's
not
confirmed.
They're charging him though, right?
Allegations. It's just a charge. It's not confirmed.
Oh, so it's not.
It's not like in jail. It's not like he's just charged.
We still have hopes though. Let's wait and see. But for him, I'm looking at the things that he talks about. There's some things you just listen to like, okay, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't want to be good and healthy.
Yeah.
Like
fit.
You wouldn't want to be fit. You wouldn't want Wouldn't you want a supercar?
Yeah, why not?
Wouldn't want a Bugatti?
A Bugatti.
Yeah, Bugatti.
Yes.
Bugatti.
Yes.
No, but I'm just saying, and the way he packages it, it's in such an.
Now that's where I focus.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
because I've seen like even just communicating, moving, visuals. and how like he just even went viral. That's something you can just pick up from that and think of strategy-wise.
Yeah, how do you speak with power?
Exactly.
That's now what key thing. Yeah, you can look at various things of people, and then how he's able to now evade maybe question, even like how do you now in a hostile environment.
If you're cornered like that,
that,
how do you just maintain your composure without losing it? You lose it.
Yeah.
Because most of the things that are thrown like at him, come think about it.
Yeah.
We know our MPs. You saw the MP who was like, he was being asked questions by the media guy and was like, everything is just my fault. Fuck you. And he stepped away and was like, now you see, it also comes down to things like emotional intelligence and stuff.
Yeah.
When you're attacked, but you know what you're supposed to
maintaining
do.
your poise.
Chill, respond in a very just with your confidence and everything. Little things, it just gives pointers where I really like how he moves. So I have to respect that.
That's
as well.
key. Even I like the tattoo, the whatever. I might get one. Now you see that tattoo that goes around. Now I might get one for Kenya, like a flag like that.
Oh, you see?
So that's what that was similar. I'm like,
top G.
Yes.
Top G. That's what top G. But I'm just saying
Free top G.
But you also have to understand, like, we don't have like a lot of male role models. Females or women do have a lot.
Yeah.
As we know, men who are great.
Yeah.
But women influence each other. That's why, like, you can see Beyonce saying that she's releasing A, B, C, and D. Rihanna, people are using her. Somebody's boarding a matatu from town to Buru. They've come to town maybe looking for Rihanna's lipstick or something.
Is it
and
here?
this in a third world country.
Oh, it's in here, but it is.
Yeah, it is. But I'm just saying, like, women, like, just how they influence each other with beauty, culture, dressing. For guys, we kind of look for tailor-made
But sadly,
ways of moving.
But sadly, the truth is, women are more impressionable.
Oh, So that's what you said.
No,
so
that's the truth.
So you're saying they can easily be swayed with...
No, impressionable when it comes to social and other things like that.
That's actually true.
Yeah,
very true.
That's actually true. That's even
if you want to sell something by there, just to women, just
impressionable like that.
Take a hot woman, tell her to say A, B, C, and D.
We're skeptical.
This is my skincare routine.
Yes.
Done. Products off the shelf.
Sold
Sold out.
Skeptical.
We're always like, come on, man.
So, do I need it?
And actually, that's why I think that's very important. You have to understand, like, for guys to be impressed and get influence from another guy, it has to have, like, proper meaning.
Yeah.
It has to be like,
Purpose.
Okay, I'd want to be this
purpose
fit because this guy has shown me, like, this is how you work out. This is what you're eating and
Work
stuff.
has to be shown.
It has to be.
Yes.
You can't just tell me, like, by the guys, do ABC. What? We don't even have
show me
time.
the work.
We don't have time for that. Show
me the work.
So, I mean...
Also impressionable when it comes to money.
Oh, yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah, we're impressionable when it comes to money.
But it still takes us back to, like, do you believe in gender roles?
Gender roles? Yeah.
You know what I mean.
Yes.
Don't say, like, gender roles.
You said rules.
No,
I heard rules.
Rules.
Yes. Gender roles are actually important to some extent. In the sense that in a context of a relationship, yes. There's some things that are... There's some things that are now flexible. Okay, you can clean the whatever, but in general, in the sense
you can clean what
the dishes today or something like that.
Who was cleaning dishes?
I don't mind dishes actually. Actually, enjoy
cooking.
I hate cooking.
Okay.
Now I like cleaning dishes. I don't.
Also,
mind.
you'd rather like just split the roles to how you think like this.
But then gender roles in the sense of for survival, like instinctively, like security and stuff. Yeah, that one I like security, you provision. There's someone who's innately a little bit better than that.
Well, I'm not doing dishes though.
That's on you. That's okay.
We can do plastic plates if you want, but I'm not doing dishes though. I'm just not doing dishes.
Doing dishes or not doing dishes will never be a deal breaker. What the heck is that now?
I mean, she says she's looking for somebody who can at least wash dishes when she's tired.
Oh.
I'm not washing dishes. Nah.
That's why you're single.
Andrew Tate says.
Hey, what did he say?
There's no man who's smoking a cigar and washing dishes.
Yeah.
Because their significant other is just like, she's just tired.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah,
but for
what
me,
time will you make money and smoke cigars, drive a Bugatti if you're here busy just washing dishes?
There's a lot of time.
Come on, man.
Then you clearly have a problem with time management. You forgot. You clearly have a problem with time management. Yes, that's the problem that you got.
But it's all good though.
Yeah.
But anyway, I know we're already at 1 hour, 14 minutes.
And you've been listening, and thank you so much for your eardrums.
No, hold on. We're not on the outro yet.
Oh,
but I just want you to give maybe the younger audience, old people, it's just too hard to teach an old dog new tricks. So
Yeah, I understand you.
just waste of time.
Has your brain hit menopause?
No.
Okay.
No.
Actually, I have a lot of older clients.
You do?
Most of my
No,
people.
but you haven't heard what I've said, because
What have you said?
they can't do that. They just can't do it.
They can.
No.
I've seen people do.
No, I'll tell you why. Because like even from personal experience, I've had clients and I've tried to guide them with A, B, C, and D. They're just like, it's impossible. Like
Maybe.
even those ones of like, I'm telling you, you can do it on your own. Just put the phone there
Do that, yeah.
and then send me footage. I'll edit. They can't do it.
I use it. What do you mean they can't do
They
it?
can't just do it. Like I don't want to say they've refused.
Yeah.
It's those ones back on like, what? Because a child, if you tell a child like, yo, you are supposed to do A, B, C, and D by 4, he'll come back and they'll... you can't tell an adult what to do, right?
I can.
Once their mind is set to it's just too hard, and they just don't do it. So for
Now
me,
here's the question I have.
Yeah.
Are you the problem because maybe you're a bad instructor? And here's what I mean.
No,
There's
no,
a
no.
way you can set, if we show them, attach this action to a certain goal. Not necessarily, so it doesn't seem like a task, as a step towards this goal that you want. That can be a key thing. So even what I tell someone to do is first things I do is when I even dealing with even older clients, even people who have babies and stuff like that, is showing how this is easy and so doable from the word go. And then now I make it fun from the word go. I give you that energy from my voice from the word go. Then,
but what happens when you're not there with that bubbly energy? What happens to them?
now that's on them. Now say now, do you want sales?
That's on them. But what I'm trying to say is that even it will take me back to the beginning of the conversation I was telling you. For me, where I get my most influence is young people. And you'll even see like
I've seen,
and you seeing the way
I
she's
know some
moving with the
people.
name. It's so
I know
much
someone
easy.
who actually is a big fan of yours.
Really?
Yeah, he actually now he's like, oh yeah, that's why I texted you because this guy's still alive. Johnny's still alive. And then that's why I started seeing more of your content on TikTok. We always see each other's content on TikTok.
Yeah,
exactly. So he put me on. And he's like, but then he's now back at it. He's now back into it
Is
again.
it a young person?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why, because why I respect that a lot. Because even when you say like, if you can reach the minds of young people, you're doing something really important. Because you have the power to influence, you can guide them, you can package something to older people as well. Because I think the future is just younger people.
Groom them.
No.
That's what he does.
That's not what we're saying.
grooms your youngins.
No. Grooming in a different way. But I'm just saying, even that's why, if I go out on Sunday and shoot with a young person, bro, trust me, it's a whole different... You see how they're energetic and they're so excited about receiving something.
And they give you different perspectives.
Very complete. It's just coming from a place like, what do you think? Okay, I think we can do this. Even her, just ask her what do you think we can do for TikTok and stuff? And you can see so many people have reached out to me from my DM, but it's the younger people.
Yeah.
And they're like, I would really want to know how you
did
I don't
this.
know if I can open my phone. If you see my messages and I'm like, okay,
TikTok
now
or
I understand both TikTok, Instagram, but you would see how a lot of young people are
just
you can't say their names though.
Oh, exactly.
But you'll just see even how they just want to, and they're like, I'm looking up to you because I want to learn this. I want to, don't pay me, don't do.
Yeah.
And it's just lots of them.
Yeah,
It's 50 to hundreds of them asking
can I learn from you?
I learn
basically,
from
one of these things is just basically, I absolutely love your work and inspire me so much to get better at me every single day. However, I would like to work under you and stuff like that, learn
just
from
read
you.
the second message.
It's like, hey, please respond, Neke, Atakama. It's a no. I wouldn't mind. See, I've taken them.
Yeah, but I'm just telling you, that's how you need to understand.
When you respond?
I will.
Now.
I will. Not now.
Yes,
not now,
accept.
Because I want.
Please accept.
I want my PA to reach out to them and ask them what they can do with a more systematic way. We can have people.
Why don't you make a course out of this?
I don't want to sell anything to young people. I don't want to.
Well,
Because I already know, I've told you, my influence comes from young people. Even when I'm trying to pick little
you're
things.
seeking impact.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Just it's almost giving back. I don't want to say giving back, but how can you put
How can you give back effectively when you've given it for free?
Because some of the things that I've learned, I got that knowledge for free.
True.
Yeah. There's some things I can charge. There's some, like I've told you, like there's so many other different financial instruments I'm using to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just thinking like, when I was young and I was just trying to figure my shit out, I can only imagine if somebody told me like, you need to pay. Because if I was to charge people for what I do,
I know.
told people like, just booking me to talk to me for 1 hour, if you don't have $1,000, I'm not talking to you.
I get you.
And it's just like, that's just talking. I mean, it's not about me working and stuff. Just tapping into my brain to know how I'm maneuvering and figuring, I think that's worth way much more, even for you. If somebody was like, I need to know exactly how Simon moves, what his strategy is. If you were to put a price tag on it, to just sit down and...
that's a lot of work.
You've never sat down with someone and they're like, can we go through these ideas? ABC?
Yeah, I did not know now they were doing
and
that.
Then,
I didn't know.
And then they don't get back to you, and then you see whatever you talked about is...
Yeah, exactly. No, I did not know.
Exactly.
Now that one I didn't know. I won't lie. I was just like, okay, cool, just this.
Yeah,
whatever.
let's brainstorm. I want to pick your brain on any.
But now I know. I mean, for me,
so that's what I'm talking about.
You put a barrier to it. Some people but that's the same way. When I see that you're a young guy and you just got from university and you're like, okay, Simon, I'm just starting. I don't know what content to make. I'm thinking of skits. I'm thinking of actually something for young people. Here's maybe a tidbit.
Yes.
You're out there. You're seeing everybody creating content, and you kind of want to create content yourself because you're thinking that you're getting behind on this. What I would say is, if you're about to get into the workforce, create content around what it is that you're actually learning in school.
Exactly. True.
That's literally, if you're doing actuarial science, electronic engineering, computer talk about those notes that you do.
It'll help out
that
a lot.
One class that you did good in, actually even point at the notes, even down show your face. If you don't, this is the topic we learned about this and this. This is a project that I did.
It already sets you apart.
Boss, that's your CV.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Then
That's true.
You come to now John when he wants to now restructure his whole thing and you've done architecture stuff. You say, John, copy paste. This is my profile I have done, and I'm an engineering student. As you can see, whatever. You think he's not gonna give you a chance?
I will.
Yes,
I definitely will.
That's literally how you begin.
I think for young minds, I think they're still not coming. They're coming from a place where it's not built, that has affected their. This whole trauma of adulting is crazy. So when somebody's coming from a pure place where they just want to learn, they want to reach to this
guys
and
want
this.
to make money.
So what?
Guys want to make money. Whatever.
No, they do. But I'm just saying. But that's there's a reason why when somebody's saying that, they're not saying that. But they've seen maybe this lens costs this much.
Yeah.
This thing costs this much. And at times I do post like today I made X amount of money and stuff. So that what? You get to just chill. You're not doing A, B, C, and D. But and I have to explain to them like you have to have your own principles on how you move around for even clients to be comfortable with you. Just first of all to just dress.
Why do you post your price out there?
My price?
Yeah.
I don't post my price.
You post how much you earned, yeah. Why did you
No, those are random videos. Like if I had a good day, if I made $2,000, I'll post it.
Why?
Just because I'm heavily influenced by rappers. That's just a thing.
Okay.
If you see the Migos videos, if you see NBA Youngboy, that's just
How's the reception been?
We
are posting that you made 2,000 today or something.
Like crazy.
Good or in a bad way?
No, in a good way.
Oh,
are they good or bad?
They're good.
Young people, man. Come on.
They're very impressionable.
No.
You
but I just tell them like, this is possible. Yeah. This is possible, and I'm not lying.
Are you talking about your DMs? Are you going to your DMs or are you going to...
No, I'm just trying to see like maybe a specific. It's just like, my battery's at
you're
2%.
about to die. You're about to die.
Yeah.
He's about to die.
No, I think plug one of the power, that one maybe, and the black cable.
Exactly.
I just want to show him something before we wind up. Yeah. Which one specifically? I just want to show you one.
Yeah.
Is it here?
It's not there.
It is. I have to show you this before.
Which one is it? All right, so John right now is about to open a TikTok and about to show me the reason how he earned one particular day. So now, in this particular TikTok video, he's wearing a birthday hat because he's feeling himself.
It was my birthday, but I had a gig that I had to do
January
in the house.
30th?
Yeah.
January 30th, okay? So now, primarily, he talked about making over $2,000 on his birthday. So now, are we going to look at the
You can go to the comments,
That's not what we look at?
Yeah.
So now, considering the first comment, so the first comment, someone says, "Show us your ways, oh master."
Typical Kenyans,
and then now, ooh, this is a bad one.
Which one?
And I'm just joking.
Oh, no, you can read it. You can read it. But I'm just trying to show you like how inquisitive they can get. But you also have to understand, like when you're young, that's money that you think this is crazy money.
Like unimaginable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you get somebody else who values exactly what you do and they're ready to pay you that maybe like after every 2 months. It's like you just do something short for me for like 30 minutes, X amount of money transferred to you. Boom. Do you need a down payment before you do this? Yes. Directing stuff online. Boom. And they just, so you need to kind of, and that's why for me, my podcast was good to come back so that when I'm doing this, I can even engage with now guys from TikTok. It's like, yo, at this hour, I'll be doing my podcast. If you have any questions, I'll be live and you can ask so that this guest who's an expert at this can actually help and respond to some other things. Because when it's coming from me, you might think like, no, he's not telling us the truth. But this is somebody in that field. This is what you're studying in college.
I get you.
Okay, let him just tell you how it is. You can do A, B, C, and D in a different way and you'll still get X results.
The key thing is always, go where the audience is and then talk to them directly and give it to them straight.
And true.
Exactly. Happy Pride Month.
Oh yeah, by then, just
what does that mean?
I'm just being respectful.
What is that?
Peace.
Now
it's like peace. I don't want to fight anyone. It's like, yo, peace.
Oh, you say, don't come for me.
No. Yeah. It's just like, hey. If there's a community I don't mess with, it's just like, hey.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Over there, yeah. I mean, that's a very interesting. They are very interesting community because even now I've been involved in various conversations about LGBTQ in Kenya. Actually, even recently with DW something on.
I think I saw that, but it wasn't about that particular conversation. Or was that?
It was.
That was the main subject.
Yeah, that was the main subject. It was, but I mentioned it in a different way.
Okay, but either way, it's Pride Month. What was the conversation about?
It's just about like gay people in Kenya and what they're going through and everything. Now, I was brought in as an ally, but then at the same time,
So what was your opinion though?
For me, I'm easy, like in a sense, but I personally am amoral. I don't care about morals, but then I also hold this way. There's a whole, okay, cool, accept for they are. That's the traditional way. Most people are just like, yo, do what you gotta do. Just don't bring it to myself and everything. But now here's the other thing. If you seek to be understood, now there's the gay community, LGBTQ, you seek to be understood. Correct. In Kenya, I don't think anybody's really beating anybody up.
No, and even I don't even understand. Because in Kenya, I mean, it's just one of those countries where if you're not hurting anyone.
Nobody's got a problem with you.
Nobody's paying attention.
Unless, and now the key thing is, if you seek to be understood, you must understand others. You must understand that the fact that these people also have these morals, and indeed,
culture, the way they've been brought up.
Exactly. Understand that they have this, just as you seek to be understood that indeed I'm a human, and this is where I live, and it does not affect you, please let me be.
That's true.
Yeah. So it goes both ways.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, that's true. It's just like one of those complex things that you need to...
It's not complex.
Yeah.
It's not complicated.
It's not?
No, it's not. It's very simple.
So
just because someone likes it in their bottom does not mean that you should come over here and then now castigate him just because they like it in their butt. Now the thing is, and the same thing, if a girl just like coochie on coochie, meow or meow. Now the thing is, that's okay. Let them do that. Now, just because you like it in your bottom does not mean now you should show your bottom to everybody else.
I mean, listen.
And then now allow other people who don't like it in the butt to actually now say, okay, I don't like it in the butt. I like my position.
I still have visas to get approved. Let me get my visa. You stayed in the States for the longest time. Let me just get first of all my visas approved.
But being honest, when you
I hear an interview to the States takes like now 2 years.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
If I apply now, probably I'm getting the interview next year. That's formally. Not unless there's something else.
Your plane just left.
Now you see.
But now,
Shenzhen we can get, but the rest,
I like simplifying things.
Okay. No, but
every human just wants to be treated like a human.
True.
No matter how you dress, whatever. Because being honest, even in my DMs, there's a lot of even gay guys in my DMs. Literally, they just flirt. You think I won't flirt back?
You flirt back?
I don't mind. Like I'll flirt back and you never meet me. I'm that like
they'll find you. They'll find you.
Nah, even when you meet me, even I'll argue I'm easy.
Okay.
Like I'm easy.
So if you did flirt with them and they meet you, so what happens then?
Yeah, I just even argue, hey, what's up, whatever. Nah.
Like, yo, I'm buying you shots, Simon.
Nah.
Like, no, I'm not falling for that.
It's like, no, and I don't drink. I don't like drinking that much. I don't like. I'm not much.
Okay, they'll get you edibles then.
There's that. But I like simplifying. It's not that complicated. It's just that you fear talking about.
But not even fear. But for me, I think it's just one of those things. Like already, I'm exhausted. I'm just exhausted because I don't know what's supposed to be said here. So I just leave it alone.
Just say
it. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not insulting anyone.
There's nobody. One thing I've realized is when you come from a place of understanding, people understand. When you come from a place of hate, people can hear it from you.
That's
you
true.
know that.
That's
why even just come from a place of understanding that people understand that people will not live by your standards or your morals.
But I don't understand. For a start, I don't even understand.
You don't understand how people stick it in their butt?
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know. They douche and everything.
Do you understand?
I actually did. I don't mind going towards a dirty place. I'm like, okay, so this.
You know that Uganda.
They douche something.
Do you know that Uganda Nini president?
Are you gay?
Are you gay?
Now when someone asks me that, the question I ask is, the question is, who is gay?
Guys, so classic.
I know.
But anyway, we have to wind up because I'm saying we are 1 hour, 30
and you have
minutes.
been listening all this time. Look at you.
Yeah, and she'll be doing the timestamp. So can you imagine? Do you think we did an easy job for her to do the timestamp?
That's good. Give her hard work to do it.
I'm
so sorry.
There you go.
I'm so sorry.
But we'll still, because now the studio is set up and everything now. Just know this is a home you can come to and we can pick up on any conversation.
Oh, no problem.
Trending things that are going on, we can always holler at you.
When you're ready to go live, let's have that discussion.
To go live?
You said you want to go live on TikTok.
No, we're planning, like once we strategize on specific days.
When you're ready.
And we can pick those topics to just discuss on that and then we can do that.
We can discuss that. We can have a specific topic. Right? Now you even tell me a specific topic.
Yeah.
That one makes sense because then I come in like ready on the specific things.
Yeah.
And literally now talk with whatever. That we can actually execute and actually do that.
Yeah. I got you covered. But anyway, as we just finish up the podcast, what pointers would you give like to young guys who are thinking to get like in the field of maybe...
What's a young guy to you? Someone will look at you and say, Kijana.
No.
But how young are you?
I'm young. Just know I'm young.
What do you mean? You're a man.
We're not talking with your age. We're not... No.
You're a man.
No, we're not doing that.
You have chest hairs.
Hey, listen. Listen, we're not doing that.
I don't know how I know that, but he just confirmed it by not denying.
Listen. The young people are listening. They're watching.
What? Define young, Mr. Oldman.
Okay, guys who are in college and maybe trying to get into the workforce.
Got you.
And maybe they're not sure. For her, she's just finished probably college and stuff.
Oh, where were you at? KCA?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing accounting or something? Oh, you know your math. Oh, you're meticulous.
But yeah, so like for her now, like let's say her.
Yeah.
She's young, like she said, like she's trying to get into there to just understand the whole digital community, workforce, and just maneuver and find her lane. Like, what advice would you have? Like, let's say for her.
Oh, for her, tell her is...
She's 22.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. These are the ones in my DMs. Now, the main... I don't know what it is. These young girls are brave.
But...
They're not, like, scared.
No, but here's the thing.
And I like that. That's not scary.
But what did I tell you? Totally, like, it's crazy because they just, reach out.
Yeah, that's all right. And I don't mind it. That's actually brave. Don't you even... See, if you see a guy, you say, hey, what's up?
but they're bold in like whatever they're seeking, whether it's work, whether it's learning from you, getting influence from you, money, of course. Fair lazima utatuma.
She knows money,
of course.
Yes.
I need 5K urgently, I need 2K urgently. Those ones, they'll always be there. But I'm just talking about now those ones who like are trying to figure and find their lane. Because if somebody's between 24 onwards, I think they're already in their workforce. Even if things are not going their way, they kind of like already...
They're already out of this field.
Yeah, they're trying to figure... They're already in there.
If you're in campus or even just about to complete campus, one thing first...
Or even if you finished and you're just trying to...
just
there's still that age gap.
Oh, that little bracket right before you get into like...
Because, people finish campus and then they're like, I studied this course, but I think I want to do something else. And you're like, oh, what? I'm wasting all that money? Okay. So,
yes, exactly.
But you're still allowed to do it and recover, chase whatever it will make you happy and give you fulfillment.
Like she did accounting, but now she's actually doing a lot of videography
Have you seen the
photography,
pictures she's taking and
yeah,
stuff?
I have not seen mine, but we're gonna take some good ones right here.
Okay.
She's gonna get my good side, and then now, we're gonna get one good picture, okay, without these headphones. I look like I'm a big round globe. Now the thing is, but the main thing is, I would say this, even as a person who had lectured, in case you did not skip that part.
Yeah, but they didn't say like he lectures, like you know.
Exactly. So I trained, and something I've learned, and this is something I've learned even when I went live recently on TikTok. Some of my students came on live, and they're now discussing how they understand the difference between me lecturing and the lecturers that they got in campus.
Yes.
I went into detail for them the execution and for them to do, and they saw how hands-on I was, for them to execute and everything, for them now to deliver a certain project, and how they even one key thing that I held very, very high, presentation. Because how you present yourself is how people value you. And now the key thing is, and I would even like every single Friday, people would have presentations. And that's a key thing for you to learn the art of not only communicating, but also how to even articulate yourself.
Even selling yourself for a product or a service that you want to offer to.
Exactly. So the one thing even I'll tell you as someone who's even completed campus or even you're finishing up and you're now in that weird stage of even trying to figure out what is it you want to do is touch base with everything. Don't say no. You don't have the right to say no. You don't even have the freedom to say no. Your pockets don't even say that you can say no.
Keep an open mind.
And then, and not to keep an open mind, keep a mind willing to actually experience different things to be able to see what's out there and open for you. So when you don't know what you want, it means that you have not experienced something that's actually triggered you to take now a very passionate action.
True.
So now you are not in the place where you are free to say no. You're in the place where my mind needs to experience something it has not experienced before.
Sounds like just R. Kelly's, you know, and you were saying.
Yeah. Exactly. That's how now you, Mr. Groomer, you would actually even... No, but am I making sense? That's the truth.
Does it make sense?
Yeah. You can understand. Old brains, sometimes they rot.
Yeah,
now, the key thing is...
as we're going through PTSD and everything, so I ask
but that's it. Even us, I will not lie. There are things that we are yet to learn. Like, I want us to have now those sugar daddy talks when we're now in our 40s, you know, we sit here. Simon, hey, let me tell you now, you know, because my goal, even what's your goal for working out, my goal for working out is to make sure I become a sexy, good-looking sugar daddy.
No, true.
Exactly.
Facts.
Eventually, because being honest, that's the truth.
Yeah.
The most of your wealth, you probably feel it, is you'll be able to enjoy it fully between 40 and 60.
Yeah.
Yeah, between 40, that guy.
True.
Well, now will I be healthy enough to feel it, to enjoy it?
That's the thing now. You can't just be old and you can't even... You see people dying in these two Airbnbs just because they're chasing these young girls. And even when she's there with you, you can't even you can't even get to enjoy, first of all. You're killing yourself trying to enjoy.
Yeah.
Your health is not even there.
And that's not the only way to enjoy life.
Yeah.
There are other ways. Even there, even bungee jumping and other things, will you be able, your heart be able to handle such a
proper experience, life experiences. Even in a flight, if your heart...
Yeah.
You can't pick up good oxygen enough, oxygen levels are low, you can't take a flight.
True. And that's the key thing. So even you as a young person out there, when you're thinking about even don't know what you want to do, when you say you don't know what you want to do, it means that you have not experienced something that has triggered you to passionately engage in this activity full-fledged. So literally what you should do is looking for ways in which you can actually engage in a new experience and hence trigger something within you that actually says, yeah, this thing I like. Yeah. Then you take action because you have the energy to take action. All right? Right now, what you have a leeway in when you're young is energy and the free will to actually experience new things because there's no permanent damage.
True.
All right? So now execute that to the fullest. We still have that leeway to some extent because we don't have any families and everything. Yeah. But then now when more responsibilities come in, now you're restricted that much more.
Yeah.
True. Your dad is not going to start chasing his passion now.
No.
So he's not gonna, and then it's not even about even chasing your passion. It's about now finding something that you can actually execute efficiently, effectively, to the extent that people are willing to pay you $2,000 an hour for that work. That's
I'm just saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Mr. Bifocus, your lens are now deeper. I've seen from last time.
Oh yeah, it's reading about finances, man.
I understand. Can you see your future in those?
I can.
I'm proud of you.
Health is wealth.
There you go. And that's how you wrap it up on this wellness podcast.
So tell people where they can find you and any other information or anything else that you have going on. Just plug it in.
All right, go then. Right here, this is indeed Simon Says, where you can digest me wholesomely with your ears, your eyes, and even with your mouth wide open, because I'll shock you with the content that I make. Simon Says Maingi, Maingi, all across my social media platforms is where you can actually get engaging content that not only stimulates your time and your energy, it also stimulates your brain. And actually now motivates you even to act, either to reach out to me for digital marketing help, or takes you action to actually have yourself a great day. Because that's one thing I actually make sure people do with all my content. As I suck on this purple drink.
Is your gateway to holistic growth and personal transformation. Together we'll unlock the secrets to living a life of health, wealth, love, and happiness. So make sure to tune in every week and join us as we explore the essence of what it means to truly thrive. And lastly, show us some love and support in our social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, basically all the social media platforms that, support podcasting will definitely be there. Even with the short clips and reels, you can find us there. And lastly, don't be shy with feedback, suggestions, or any questions that you might have in regards to the episodes or our podcast. It's the Kisscapades podcast. Goodbye.